Hey guys, this is gonna be a quick discussion video because you guys know I love to read your comments on different subject matters. And I'm on Tumblr, and y'all know how shady Tumblr can be. And there's this post, it's about Miss Jessie's curly pudding. So it says this, the picture of the curly pudding would not turn this, a picture of Florida Evans from Good Times with her like kinky textured afro would not turn that afro into this, and then under this is a picture of Khalees with, you know, loose textured curls. I just thought it was like tongue-in-cheek, kind of funny, but then again it goes back to that video I did you a cure for nappy hair or natural hair, where advertisers were something like kinky curly. When I first went natural, kinky curly was like, it was advertised or promoted as it would turn type 4 hair into type 3. And no, it wasn't self-hate. It was just like, you could turn this into that. It wasn't. Let me just go back into the post. I'm reading the comments and they're hilarious, but they ring truth, and I just want to hear your opinions on some of the comments that I've been reading. The first comment says womp. The second comment, it took me many years to accept this, to accept that her hair, no product would turn her kinky hair into loose textured curls. The third comment says, what we should be preaching is that both textures are beautiful, and that you don't need bouncy curls to be a part of the club, in quotations. The fourth comment is, now here's where, you know, the shade or the messiness of Tumblr comes out, but like, here it is. These biracial chicks are becoming gazillionaires off our self-hatred, and I hate every minute of it. There's more. Negroness out here buying tubs and tubs of this stuff, thinking that if they just use enough of it, they'll have that biracial spring. And biracial black women have been the face of the natural hair movement for a long time now. I resent the fuck out of it. Sorry for cursing, but I'm reading it directly. Okay. Nothing but love for Taren Guy and Tracee Ellis Ross, but their natural is not my natural. We really need to be honest about the differences in the hair of two black parents, black women, and biracial black women. And then right after that, that's her full comment. Right after that, someone wrote, it's not the same, when they're talking about the textures. Another person says truth. And then the final comment is, I literally hate Miss Jessie's for their marketing, their pricing, and their ingredients. They're not even all natural, so you end up with hella dry hair that coats with buildup you'll need a sulfate shampoo to get rid of. Get yourself some products that promote healthy hair, not specific look. Get some shea butter, coconut oil, olive oil, and other natural ingredients. Make your own products or invest in brands that don't feed you the same self-hating BS. Still teaching you to value loose curl or wavy hair, and forgetting that what you have on your head is perfect fine as it is. Small curls, coils, or no curls or coils at all. And this post already got 2,511 notes, and I'm trying to see who started it, but I'll leave a link. Someone I follow. Let me see if I can find the source. Yeah, I'll leave a link so you could fully see what I'm talking about. But that took me, like, I did reblog it, but that took me way back when the fourth comment started off. These biracial chicks are becoming gazillionaires off of our own self-hate, and I hate every minute of it. Wow. I think I'm just going to copy and paste it and leave it in the comment section. But wow. I can't find who she is, but like, I'll post it. I I so agree, but I feel like we tiptoe around the issues. I remember years back when Taren 916 posted a video, does a natural only mean biracial hair? And everyone tiptoed around the issue. It was like, oh no, we're all black, we're all natural, it's fine, like oh, this is just self-hate. But years later, I agree with this person's full comment. I feel like when Barack was campaigning to be president, there was this whole rise of biracialness, and I'm not black, I'm not biracial, I'm not black, I'm biracial, and you keep seeing on YouTube, there's all these documentaries, and you know, everyone was talking about if Barack Obama was black, was he biracial, and at that time, black women were also going natural, and most of these companies such as Curls, Kinky Curly, and Miss Jessie's, they're all multi-ethnic. They weren't really trying to help even mixed chicks. Of course, mixed chicks, the name says it all. Even Carol's daughter jumped on the bandwagon where everyone, black women were no longer using relaxers, more women were trying to go natural, and then you have Barack Obama, people are struggling, is he black, is he biracial? So then now more companies who were, their main target were biracial women, but then the black natural hair movement was coming up. So why not knock two birds with one stone? And they sort of started sending their products out to black natural women or black women who have good hair. And then now the images got blurred. So now, let's be real, Kinky Curly, mixed chicks, and Curls, their main target were biracial women. Black women, black kinky hair was not a part of the deal. They were not, because I remember their advertising was very like, their main focus were white women, Hispanic women, and biracial. I don't know if Curls changed it, but their website was strictly biracial, Hispanic, and white. They didn't have any black women with kinky hair on their website. Same thing with mixed chicks. They never had any black women with kinky hair on their website. They only had biracial. But during this movement of biracialness, because of Barack and of course the natural hair movement, the lines got blurred and more naturals. The advertising was that you can take kinky hair and turn it into loose textured hair without chemicals, like a Texlax, when in reality that's false. That was false advertising. And that's what is it, Miss Jessie's did. The girls from Miss Jessie's, I even hear that they have a Texlax. So you have all these women who are thinking like, if you look at the advertising, you're confused, like, well, maybe I'm just using the product wrong, when it really is the people in the advertising already had naturally curly hair. These women were already biracial. You just happened to be here while the products were being promoted. Even if you look at YouTube now, like, it's the same textured hair people or people who already are really good at braid outs. Kinky Curly, when I first saw that, I thought that, I'm not gonna lie, that's why I asked that video about the cure. I really thought that product was to make, no matter what texture your hair was, to actually make it curly. And it's so interesting to actually sit there and watch people make these videos. Those women were all multi-ethnic. And if your hair is not already curly, that product is not going to make your hair curly. It was just there to define the curls for people who already had curls. If you didn't have curls, it wasn't going to do anything for your hair. And I think years and years and years of trying all these products that have, maybe sometimes they would use women my complexion but make sure that they have a looser texture, or they would just use ambiguous looking women, and then that's when people are like, well, maybe I'm just using it wrong. No, we just want your money, and by the time you realize this product is no good, you can't return it and get your money. So that's my point of view of what's going on with the natural hair community. And I knew this was going to happen because people were tiptoeing, oh no, we're all black, we all have the same. Like, no, like, I think like maybe this year or last year you'd just now start seeing dark-skinned women with kinky hair. Before that, Carol's daughter, even Carol's daughter jumped on the bandwagon when they came out with that, with Solange and Cassie, all the mixed or multi-ethnic girls. So there was Carol's daughter, Kinky Curly, Mixed Chicks, Miss Jessie's, all the popular brands were decided to, hey, let's profit off these black women who are going natural. And it worked. So to the person who said, I'm tired of these mixed women, getting gazillions of dollars off of black self-hate, I don't necessarily think it's self-black hate, but like if you've never dealt with your natural hair since childhood, what you see on YouTube and what you see in advertising, you don't know any better. So you're going to go by advertising on what you see on YouTube. No one made a disclaimer that my hair is naturally curly, but this is a part that's going to make it more defined. No one said that. So leave your comments below of what you think of this post. I will leave it in the description box. And yeah, I want to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching.